I'd like to redesign your headphones for you.
Please do.
Those look bulky.
Make sure you get this on camera, too. No, don't move, but pan down and look how her feet don't touch the ground. I think that's hilarious.
Why is that so funny?
What do you mean? Are you not tall?
What, do Kyle's feet touch this bottom part?
I totally relate to that.
She's always like this, barefoot, and have her feet up like this.
That's what I would do,
too. Do you know why I'm not laughing? Because my feet have never touched the ground on any chair. Any chair at all. None of them.
So,
mine don't either.
Britany Simon is here, and there's an interesting little weird connection because I was going to this magazine place to take a picture to be in a magazine, and you were the cover girl for the magazine. And when they told me what you were doing, because you were in this show called Design Star, I semi-freaked out because I know the show, right? Do you remember? I knew, right?
Yes.
I was, oh my God, Antonio.
I know, and then he brings up Antonio. I'm like, well, that was like 5 seasons ago.
Have you met him yet?
No, I have not met him.
Because what you do, Rich, if you win the show, you get your own show on the network.
Oh, that's going to happen for you. You're pretty good. And you cried on TV last night.
I did. Oh
I missed that. That's what's... Why? You didn't get kicked out, did you?
No.
Okay, good.
No, it was a low point for me last night.
What, did they bag on you?
No, I didn't win. And I pulled a 180 last night. I really thought I was going to go home because I just couldn't pull it together during the day. And then by the next day, I had like a miraculous concept idea and then pulled it off, and it was awesome.
You switch pitched, you changed in the middle of the game.
I couldn't find the pieces that I needed, the furniture pieces, the first day, and I was like, I'm screwed. I'm going home because it was my style, Hollywood Regency. So if I screw up Hollywood Regency at a Hollywood party, like, I'm going home. No doubt about it. So I pulled it off and pulled it together, and I was totally impressed, and I was pumped. I was like, oh my God, I might be able to win one, because I've come so close in the last few that I'm like, can I please win one? And
explain to people, too, what your budget is for something like that.
Well, we had like $2,000 to spend at a prop store. And there we had, 2 stories of craziness of stuff to look for and shop, and then we could loan that out. But then I think we had $1,000 outside of the prop store, but I couldn't find anything in the prop store because Hollywood Regency, I thought I'd be able to find a bunch of stuff, but it's so big right now that everything was checked out by like real customers, or there was already reserved stuff on it for other people. So I couldn't find anything. So I picked up a few things and pulled it together, but then the second day I went out and shopped and found a bunch of stuff that I needed to kind of tie it all together.
Well, the show is, how many episodes is the show?
9.
The whole thing's only 9 episodes? Okay, so when was the most recent taping? Just so we know how far. Was it like a month ago?
We finished filming at the end of February.
Okay. So they've kicked out. I wonder if I saw the first one. Well, anyway, how many people were in the show?
There were 12 to start.
And how many are in it right now?
Now, after last night, there's 6.
Now, here's the thing. So when you win, you get your own TV show, which is like this guy, Antonio Ballatore, total stud, monkey beard, covered in tattoos, badass dude, does rock and roll makeovers and stuff. So you get your own show, and hopefully the show's a success. I think his show is, right?
I don't think I think it got canceled.
Oh, damn.
I think it did.
Which is why they need a new one.
This is why.
Which is why they need a new one.
And you should do it.
I feel very much dialed into the TV world, and if I was the people behind this show, I would be all over you winning. And I tell you why, you're very pretty, you look good on TV, you got a good personality. So I would think if I was the producers, I'd make sure that you win. And so I wonder how fair of a show this is. They have to be looking at that because they don't want to give it. They don't want to give it to a couple of dweebs they got on that show.
Well, everybody was really, really talented, and there are a lot of pretty girls on the show with me. So honestly, being there, I didn't know what they were looking for, and I still believe that they are fair about everything, and the challenges were judged fairly, but you just have to watch and see.
You know what, though? I think you've got good practical and creative taste, though, and I think that's kind of where you kind of kick everybody else's butt.
Well, thanks.
Where you sort of have a cool approach. I was just saying, I would love for you to do a room if I, had a room that was worthy of doing.
Which apparently you do.
I got a wall that there's nothing on. Johnjay's seen it.
I was pitching her at my house first, man.
Do it.
I live down the street from her.
I know.
And I live in the middle of nowhere. I'm not even on a map.
What do you mean you're not on a map?
You cannot find just Johnjay. You can't even find it.
You're like
I don't know if we could work together.
You can just walk to my house and help me out.
Yeah.
See, that's easy. If I move, then maybe
geographically desirable.
Oh yeah,
to help Johnjay first.
I'm so GU. You have no idea how GU I am.
But so there's how many people left?
There's 6 now.
Okay, now what is your background? Like, what makes you a fashion person, a design person?
I went to school for interior design at ASU, but I grew up with my dad being a residential home builder. So I grew up around building houses and picking everything out. I got to pick out the model home stuff for him.
You won, huh?
So
There's no way
don't
you
know.
did. What do you mean you don't know?
I can't
Pretty
tell
good
you.
pedigree.
Yeah,
right
but
there.
I mean, why? Look, if you are a TV,
She grew up that way.
If you own a company, a production company, why wouldn't you put? I mean, beautiful blonde, great personality, grew up in the construction world, went to school for fashion design. That's a slam dunk, right?
I mean, I agree.
But you can't say how it
No,
ended up.
I mean,
they call it?
I'm
The Britany
contractually
Project.
obligated not to tell you what happened.
Right. Okay.
And then it would just not be fun either. Well, if I told you, what fun
I
would
know.
it be?
Okay, so
That's true.
If you had your own show, do you have any? Do you get to pick what you want to do?
You do. You give your insight on what your show concept would be. I mean, I by no means am a concept I'm not good with picking up concepts of shows. Like, I was open for anything. So I didn't have one like in mind coming onto the show, but I'm also a photographer too. So my thought was to create like a picture perfect space and be able to design for TV because I have that background in photography, and also bring in personal elements with the photography as well.
When people sell their houses, do they call you to take pictures of the rooms and have you kind of set them up and stuff?
What? Or like staging? I haven't done as much staging. I don't know if it's just not as big now, but I do mostly portrait photography with people. I don't do.
Oh, cool.
I don't like the landscape and interior photography as
Have
much.
you done? Because on the show, you know how like I love white room challenges, like my fave. Have you done houses like that? Have you gone in and totally changed the whole house even before the show?
Yeah, I did a complete remodel on a house before the show where we gutted the entire house, like down to just studs basically, and
Oh, wow.
started completely over.
You know, because where we are right now, we moved into a new house in December, and my wife has a friend that has a friend, and they came over and they did stuff. And I don't like it. And it's not because I don't like it. It's not that I just felt because there wasn't a professional.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? And I wanted stuff to get done. I'm telling you, how great would that be? You could do let me be your first episode of your new show.
Okay.
You just redo my house. And,
Yeah.
and what a great concept. My wife's gone right now. You guys come in, blow it up. Totally different. It comes home.
You wouldn't want to
balls.
knock down walls. You just want stuff to look
No,
good.
it's a new house. It's perfect.
So you didn't pay for the friend to help then?
I don't.
Right.
I think she might have done something. I don't know. It's
I'm
kind
like,
of
because that'd be a real bummer.
it's kind of weird.
Well, if you had to pay her too, and
Yeah,
it
you
stinks.
paid her, and then you're still like, oh.
You know, I think somebody came into our house, like a friend of a friend kind of thing, and we have a kitchen window, and I heard this lady say, you need a cornice with your initials over the kitchen window, and I looked at her, I'm like, you don't know this family at all. This is casual.
That is a red flag.
we got
retreat.
kids
and-
throwing yogurt on the walls. We are not a cornice monogram. This is not that kind of house.
Yeah.
This is casual. I mean, my furniture is from Target, and I like it that way.
Well, hey, that works. Target works for people. They sponsored our last show, so
God bless
Okay,
it.
so some of the guests you had Vanilla Ice,
Vanilla Ice.
and
We had Daisy Fuentes was first.
I loved it. Was that the first episode?
Yes.
Okay, I saw that episode. What about Kris Jenner? How was she?
She was so cool. Like when they said we were designing a space for a mother that has trouble keeping up with the rest of her family, I knew immediately. I'm like, oh my God, we're doing the Kardashians. I was like, shut up, because I watched the show and their house is amazing and it's my style, and I'm like, I could kill this one.
Did you
So-
do their house?
No, we did their office,
Okay.
which was still cool. I mean, their house would have been better. I would
Yeah.
have loved that, but I mean, their office. I thought for sure, I'm like, there's no way they're using this office. Like, who would the Kardashians and the Jenners are not going to pick 12 designers they don't know to design their office space that they're actually going to use, but they do. They use it.
That's cool.
You watch the show now and you watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and they're in the office. They're in the conference room that Mikkel and I designed.
So,
Wow, that's
yeah,
cool.
it's really cool.
when you design something, Brittany, when you even walk into a room, just even when you're sitting in the office, you
Yes.
look around thinking about ideas just off the bat.
I did in the waiting room.
So
There's a lot of creepy stuff in
we got our zombie heads in there.
zombie heads. There's a
They need
Christmas
flowers
tree.
around them.
There's a lot of stuff in there.
So any room you walk into, if you're in there for a few minutes, you start looking around. and
I
going,
do.
Oh hell no.
For the most part, I do assess it. I mean, I try to turn it off at friends' houses and stuff. I mean, but you just can't help it sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, even if you don't win the show,
Mm-hmm.
you have now added to your resume where if you stay, even if you got the show, would you move or would you stay here?
It depends. They film anywhere, so
Right. Okay, because you could be based out here because they do
You
that a
can.
lot. There's a lot of
there's
shows.
a lot of
based-
production here. Yeah.
because it would be cool that if you stayed here to be able to. Can people? You think people be? If you don't get the show, will people be able to hire you? And,
Oh yeah.
and be.
I have so many emails already from people with projects, and
Are they all friends of friends, or did you get?
no,
totally
they're
random?
people, just random people that watch the show.
And
I
have
mean,
you raised your rates?
no, I didn't raise my rates, but I'm being
You
more
should.
particular with jobs that I'm taking on, because I'll get like random emails from people who are like, I'd like to redo my dining room area, and it's a DIY, and I want to like repaint my table and chairs, and it's like, I want to do like big jobs.
That's cool.
You mean big jobs like take down a wall? Big jobs?
No,
or?
just like big jobs, like a big living room overhaul versus like a tiny DIY dining room.
When you say
project.
big living room overhaul, you mean like not just I hang this stuff up here, take things down.
Yeah, like let's start over. Let's do I'm just kind of being more particular with what sounds more exciting to me. People that I feel like we're going to mesh well. I can be a little more particular, which is nice.
What about budget-wise? Do you say to them, do you prefer a certain budget to work with?
I mean, a bigger budget is great, and then we're able to do more. But
What's the biggest budget you ever worked with on a normal person?
gosh, I mean, the full house remodel we did had to have been like $150,000.
Holy damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
But we gutted the whole house. But I mean, I have people that'll do a living room and they have $10,000, which is still a great budget for a living room.
You know, I'm trying to figure out if you won already, and if I look at clues, let me throw down my
Okay,
clues for
let's
you.
hear
Okay,
it.
on your Twitter, you say finalist.
We're all finalists.
Oh,
the 12
sure
of
you
us.
are.
It's true.
Now, also, if you would have won, let's say she won, and you get your own show, I would think that she would be just balls to the wall meetings about production meetings. What's the concept for the show we got to put together?
That's interesting.
We
So
gotta-
here's the argument that she didn't win.
right.
that you're making
so
right
I'm trying
now.
to figure out. Oh, and I asked my sister does this stuff for a living, and she knows all those people. And she said, and I said, hey, have you done the Design Star stuff? And then she goes, White Room. Is there another show called White Room Challenge?
Yeah.
Oh, she does
It's
White.
new.
Oh,
She does a White Room Challenge?
Yeah, she goes, we do White Room Challenge. And I
How
was
cool.
like, no, dummy, that's a segment on the show.
No, that's a spin-off show that they do now.
Oh,
it
that's
aired
hers.
right before Design Star started.
So same production company, or they pawned
is
it
it?
off to somebody else?
Yeah, she comes up with the ideas and gets ideas, and then she hands it off.
How cool.
Yeah, she does.
It's like one challenge though. So like there's 3 people that compete in the White Room Challenge, and then there's a winner picked that same night.
Oh,
and then they win money, and then they go home.
Yeah, I was with her in L.A. just to give you an idea of I'm so proud of my little sister. But it's like we're in L.A. We're walking on 3rd Street Promenade, and there's camera crews, and they're filming something on the 3rd Street. And we're walking. We got her dog and everything. And I go, they're filming a reality show. Let's go get on it. So I run over to go get on it, and my sister says like, oh, hi Larry, hi Susan, and they're filming one of her shows.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
she's
how
just
funny.
like stopping by.
It's called Trip Flip. Have you heard of Trip Flip?
No.
I guess they go up to people on vacation and they say, you sign this and we were going to take your vacation. You have to let us do whatever we want, but you have to agree to go on the vacation we pick that we pick. And it's usually wherever they are, but they like supersize and do freaky stuff.
Oh, no, that's
That
fun.
sounds like a good show.
yeah, so that's what they're doing.
Great for the Travel Channel, I take it?
Yeah, I think so, Travel Channel.
It better be, because if it's on a different channel, if it's on the Cooking Network.
She's got stuff on your
Yeah,
channel
what
too.
network does she work for then?
All of it. I mean, she is a
she's
production
scripts.
company. It's called High Noon, and
Okay.
they do Cake Boss. They do.
Oh, okay.
I would say more. I should know more. I don't know any of the other ones, but she has like I think 12 shows on TV right now.
Well, cool. Well, then we probably know some of the same people
You have
from
to.
the yeah.
You have to, because when I told her, she goes, we do White Room Challenge. And I was like, what? That's a segment. That's like saying on Survivor, you do Survivor? Yeah, we do the bug eating thing.
I love that you're telling her that you don't do that show. That show doesn't actually exist.
She's only in charge of the production company.
I do that quite a bit. All right, well, thanks for coming in, Britany Simon. We hope you
Yeah.
win.
A
then when
pleasure.
Thank you.
When you do win and you get your own show, you got to come do our houses before and afters.
Deal.
All right.
I got a family room that needs your help.
Okay.
Britany
Just a big
Simon,
old stupid wall.
Design Stars on HGTV. Oh, she's got so much stuff on HGTV.
Who?
That's my sister.
Oh yeah.
Tons of stuff, yeah. All
She
right,
better
thank
not
you.
tell you anything then.
I know. I bet she knows.
Oh, I'm sure she does.
She's in the $1 Million Room Makeover, that like the $1 Million Room show.
$1 Million rooms.
I've only seen the previews for that show. I haven't seen the
Which
show
people
yet.
spend like $1 million on
It
their
looks
garage.
crazy though. Is it
It's
crazy?
nuts. No, it's crazy. It would be nice to have that kind of money to
Yeah.
just like come up with a garage that you want to spend. $1
Is
million
that their
on.
budget? So one big ass room and you got $1 million to like go for it.